Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how I do this half up snake braid. I've just found that with these little tricks, it makes it look fuller and easier to do, which it's messy, so it's fine. But the first thing you're going to want to do is you take a diagonal triangular section all the way back to a little bit behind your ear, and you're going to want to use that section for the braid, and then I like to usually pin back the hair that is not going to be used just to keep it out of the way. So you'll just pin that back. Then the next thing you'll do, which is optional, but I like to do it because I like my braids to be thicker, is you'll clip in about an inch of extension. These are just the clip-in kind. Sometimes I use the 2-inch ones, but this time I just use the 1-inch one to make the braid thicker, and you'll clip it right on top of it because the way the braid will lay back on the back of your head, you won't be able to see where you clipped in the clip-in extension. You're going to want to make the braid, this is just a normal 3-strand braid, you're going to want to take it all the way up to the top of your ear, and I like to push it back to make sure that there isn't any loops on the bottom once I've pulled the strands up, which you'll see me do here in a little while. But so just braid your 3-strand all the way down as far as you can. Then you're going to be left with your 3 strands down at the bottom. You're going to want to take 2 of the strands and pull them off to the side like I did, and you're going to push them up. And I like to comb the 1 strand that you're not pulling up down just as you go, so you don't just have a huge knot of hair up at the top when you're done. And then you will I like to just move it around and make it even everywhere, and then you'll see if the strand reaches all the way back to the middle of your head, just so that when we're done with the other side it can meet with the other side. So that's what I'm doing here, just making sure it's towards the middle of my head. Then you'll want to take just the smallest clear elastic that you can find, and you're going to want to tie off the end, which is what I'm doing here. I was busy making sure it was all even when it goes back into the half up. So you'll tie it off just like that, and it will hold. Then you'll take out your clip, and then you'll pretty much do the same exact thing to the other side. You'll take a triangle section, and then clip off all of the excess hair. If you have a bang that's shorter, you'll want to clip that back too, just so it doesn't get stuck in the braid, because it's not fun to pull it out once it's stuck. I just have longer layers in the front, so I don't have to clip off a bang. But if you did have a bang, I would recommend clipping it off. So here I am, I'm going to clip in my extension, and then I'm just going to do a normal 3-strand braid exactly like I did on the other side. I find that sometimes if you do the braid a little bit too tight, it won't pull up correctly. So I mean, like, you don't want to leave the braid too loose, but you want the braid to be tight enough and loose enough, I guess, just so that it will pull up. Here I am making sure it will lay flat on my head again. But yeah, just play around with the braid. Sometimes I do mine a little bit tighter, and it makes a more zigzag look than the loose one that I have here, but it just depends on what you want to do. So now, just like I said, you'll pull the 2 strands up and comb the one that you're leaving down as you pull them up. And you'll even it out and make sure that it reaches back to the middle of your head and the back so that it can meet up with the next, or the braid on the other side. Yeah, here I am making sure that they meet and there's not going to be like a gap in the back of no braid, but they met up. So then you're going to want to take a clear elastic and tie that one off. I like the super tiny clear elastics because then you don't have to wrap them like a bajillion times. So I bought them at Target. They came in like a 3-pack, and the smallest ones on the top are my favorite ones to use for this. Then I'll take the clip out, and then I will see which way. Sometimes the top, it lays better if you roll the braid under, or see that one I kind of rolled on top and now I'm rolling it underneath just because it lays better. It just depends on the way you braid it. And then I'll take another clear elastic and clear elastic them together. And when I do that, I honestly, sometimes I'll leave the 2 clear elastic that I use to tie off each braid, but this time I took them out and I really loved how it turned out, because then you just have 1 clear elastic to hide and not 3. So I took out one side of the clear elastic from when I tied off the braid, and then I'll take out the other side. And another thing that I really like to do is sometimes I'll take a strand of hair and wrap it around both of them just to hide the 1 clear elastic, but that's just your preference. And then I like to pull hair from the sides and cover my ears, which I don't think I have like huge ears, but I just think it makes your look fuller in the front. So I like when you pull the hair kind of underneath the braid and put it over your ears, because I like having full hair around my face. That's just me personally though. Yeah, just like I said, I'll just cover my ears, then I'll pull it out some and make it a little looser and stuff. And then just like, I didn't film it, but just like in this picture, I took a little piece of hair and wrapped it around the clear elastic but tied them both together. So that was just how I got this look. If you have any questions, please comment below and please subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.